This is one of the most heated rivalries in the league. Clark, two teams that know each other very well.
Boy, I tell you, there is another level of electricity when these teams meet, B.A. We can feel it. It's palpable. The fans are into it. The players are into it. It's just turned up a little bit more.
And to look at Minnesota's opening lineup, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at point guard. Just 4 to shoot. Driving in. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Jokic. Gordon outside. Pass to Murray. Three-pointer. Rebound Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside Conley. Outside McDaniels. Up and over Porter. The rebound by Murray.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Caldwell Pope shot is off.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually, he's money from deep.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Murray, shot is good.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Big-time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Here's Edwards, following the score by Denver. Here's Conley to the inside. Towns with room to shoot. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Towns has got his second basket.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Now here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Boy, Murray is a better athlete than he looks. He's actually terrific as an athlete. You have to love seeing him use that momentum to bounce up and throw it down.
Here's Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Let's go with a 3. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Now here's Gordon. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Porter finds Jokic over Towns. And it's Jokic missing. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
And it's Jokic missing. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Back to Conley. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Left side Murray. Pass to Gordon. Here he goes. And Gordon with the big finish.
Hey, listen, Gordon once jumped over the mascot while putting the ball under his legs in a dunk contest. I mean, he's one of the most ridiculous athletes and dunkers we have in the game.
And at the end of one, a closely contested. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Gordon is the 4, with the Joker in the middle. Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. They're the 2 and the 3. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Shot is good by Gordon.
Well, you can't let Gordon have room from outside. I mean, he's more than capable of knocking down those perimeter shots.
And Aaron Gordon, Grant, growing up in the heart of Silicon Valley, San Jose.
Yeah, Aaron, using that to his advantage, involved with some apps. And we've seen a lot of players getting into the tech world. Great to see guys like Gordon branching out into business.
They get it back. Gobert passes to Towns. Lets it go from deep. He can't get that one to fall.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Jokic. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Outside Murray. And here's Gordon. Covered by Towns. Gordon can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Nikola Jokic again has won the league MVP, but he's not one to beat his own chest. He said, quote, "I never think about it. I didn't come here to be the MVP of the league. I always think that somebody's better than me, and I want to compete to beat them. Just by that mentality alone, I'm the underdog every time." Brian?
Well, it's working for him, Allie. Thanks. That one goes. Count it.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Now here's Murray. Down low. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Towns up top. 6 points for him. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Conley. And stolen by Murray. Gordon, the pass to Murray. We've seen the pace of the game ratchet up every year, Clark. Like that trend reverse at some point?
I don't think so, B. I mean, the game is meant to be played fast, and because of the potency of the three-point shot, the skill level of the players, the athleticism, I think you're going to continue to see teams play with a lot of pace because that's easier in terms of producing points.
To the inside, Caldwell Pope. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
In the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Gordon. Here's Caldwell Pope. On the wing, Porter. McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
Outside Murray. On the wing, Porter. Back to Murray. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Tries again. Here's Jokic. Here's Caldwell Pope. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points this quarter.
Extremely accurate from the mid-range. Caldwell Pope knows he has the touch to score from there.
Outside Edwards. 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Inside. Here's Towns. Gordon pulls it in. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. No luck on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. To the middle. And Towns slams it home.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the rope.
And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic doing a really good job that time, concentrating and maintaining his balance despite being fouled.
Defensive foul.
Free throw drops for Jokic. 11 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's Edwards. And he converts the layup. Edwards got 6.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
And a pretty tightly contested game here. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Timberwolves 22.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court for Minnesota, Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in at the 1 spot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot off the mark. Green with the defensive effort. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Jeff Green entered the NBA in 2008 as a small forward club.
Yeah, and you know, as the game has changed, BA, so has Green's position. You know, he mostly played the 4. Sometimes he's a 5. But really what makes him valuable is his versatility, his toughness, and that's allowed him to have a long career. And he knows how to battle bigger guys and help his team.
And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets. Now a timeout called by Denver. So it's Denver now, trailing by 2. Back to Jackson. To the paint. Stolen by Reid. Here's Alexander-Walker, defended by Jackson. Reid can't hit. The Nuggets shooting about 43% in this one. Jackson finds Green. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Green's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And here's Anderson. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Got it. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Jackson outside. Pass to Green. Over to the left wing. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Here's Prince. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Anderson. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Well, when we talk home court advantage, you think the Nuggets have the best in the NBA?
I think so, BA, and it has to do with geography. Denver is at altitude, and that's hard on your body, trust me, I know. And they're isolated from the rest of the league, so it always is a long trip out there as well.
Here's Prince. Hits the trifecta.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
The three. Doesn't go for him.
2 minutes remaining in
Minnesota in the lead. Here's Noel. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. And it's off from three-point range. Bryant with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Brown. Great positioning on the putback.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Prince, defended by Brown. Stolen by Jackson. Fast break, here come the Nuggets for the lead. And Brown, the bucket on the assist from Jackson. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
Have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
59 seconds left in the third. Here's Prince. 5 to shoot. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Reed. Shoots over Bryant. Reed can't hit. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Jackson. Offensive rebound from the arc. Hits the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Releases. No good off the back of the rim. Off target from downtown. It's all tied in Denver. And don't go. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And for the Timberwolves, their shooting has been good. 54% in this one. Murray and Caldwell-Pope are the backcourt pairing. Gordon is the 4 with the Joker in the middle. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Pass to Towns. McDaniels with it. 6 to shoot. Towns down low. Gordon's on him.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Outside Murray. Here's Caldwell-Pope, guarded by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Towns passes to Edwards. The kick out to Conley. To the middle. Here's Towns. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
They get it back. Jokic. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Right side McDaniels. Back to Towns. And out of bounds. Denver will have it. Well, with the score as close as it is, coach isn't willing to live with that call. He wants to make sure they got it right on the out-of-bounds violation.
And depending on the ref's angle, an out-of-bounds violation is an easy call to get wrong. It's a great reason to have replay.
The previous play
Firm on the monitor.
Yeah, it's one of the main reasons the coach's challenge is in place. This isn't a judgment call. There's usually pretty clear and conclusive evidence on an out-of-bounds call.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge, but it's a risk worth taking to make absolutely sure that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. With it being such a tight game, he tried to lighten the mood in the huddle, saying, quote, "It's just a game, guys. Have fun. Stay loose. Let it fly. I believe in you guys. Let's see if that laid-back approach works."
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Outside Murray. On the wing, Porter. Out to Gordon. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first.
Aaron Gordon was one of the best scoring years of his career last year based on percentages. Still a very productive forward in this league.
Man, the leadership Aaron Gordon brings is tremendous, Clark.
Yeah, it sure is, B. I mean, he's been around for a little bit, so he's got some seasoning. He's competed in the slam dunk contest. A lot of hype surrounded him as a younger player, and right now he's a veteran that's poised and mature and does a really good job of mentoring his younger teammates.
Five on the clock. Here's Conley. Offensive rebound.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Outside Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moment. Big time shot there.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Murray passes to Gordon.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To take the lead. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Misses from close range. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. And here's Porter. Gordon outside. Murray up top. And Gobert with a block. Now Conley. Pass to Towns. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Left side, Edwards. It falls!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Here's Jokic with the drive. Money!
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
Conley passes to Towns. Count it!
Man, how about the cool, calm, collectedness of Town? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert.
His first personal foul.
That's his first foul of the
Second
game.
team foul.
23 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. Here's Minnesota. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. McDaniels finds Conley. Towns with the ball. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with... All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
And the Clippers starting five. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Paul George, and it's Covington in at the 3 spot. And out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And here's George. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, the claw in complete command of the ball on the way up. Nicely done.
Murray outside. Fires the 3. Denver gets it back. That one misses. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And going vertical. Murray's one of those guys with that sneaky athleticism. And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Shot clock at 6, and stolen by Murray. Morris against Jokic. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Covington's shot is off.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon. It's Porter outside. Denver with a new 14. Gordon against Leonard. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Wow, how about the burst? Aaron Gordon off the floor so fast. Don't sleep on him, gentlemen. You're going to look silly.
Murray against George. Zubac the pass to Covington. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Murray against Covington. Murray, no good. The Clippers trail. You know, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. And think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Here's George. And it's Denver with the rebound. Caldwell Pope on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. He had a nice open look right there. Jokic just got his second bucket of the night.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
George with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Gordon finds Caldwell Pope. He takes it in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And sweet drive there. KCP, a smooth operator with terrific straight line speed.
George with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. And the dunk by Zubac.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Jokic high post. Working on Zubac. Pass to Gordon. There's the drive. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Covington kicks to Leonard. He feeds it to Morris. Outside Covington. Shot clock at 5. The 11-footer doesn't get it to drop for him.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
The forward spots will be Porter Jr. and Gordon. Murray and Caldwell Pope, the guards. And it's Jokic in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Caldwell Pope. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking. And such a young, exciting core for the Nuggets. The MVP, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray. This group has a chance to be a contender for years to come.
Leonard, that's for 2. Gets an open look and hits. Leonard's got 6.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Outside for Murray. Driving inside.
And on the drive, Murray can seem unstoppable. His agility cuts the defense apart there.
Outside Leonard. Covington down low. Guarded by Porter. Covington passes to George. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
With Jokic, I mean, the potential, Greg, this Denver team, they've got so much of it. But what is the key for them to actually reach it?
Kevin, simply health. I mean, they need Murray and MPJ to be out there. Those two have had major injury issues. Jokic is a generational talent, but the man needs help.
Here's Leonard. That ball, nice speed that time from George. 8 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Murray. Caldwell Pope outside. And the pass to Murray. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. Outside for George. Takes the 13-footer. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Denver passing it around.
2 minutes.
Kicks it out to Gordon. At the elbow, Jokic. No one near him. No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way.
And Jokic signing a huge extension this offseason. Largest contract at the time it was signed. You knew it was coming, as he just means so much to the franchise. And That's the cost for a back-to-back MVP.
Morris with the bucket.
Well, as a great scorer, you still have to be willing to balance it with finding your teammates. Kawhi Leonard puts the ball where it needs to be.
Jokic inside, working on Zubac. Jokic, no good. To the paint. Morris finds George beyond the arc. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
It matters not if you're staying attached and connected to Paul George. He's got the height and release point to get it off anyway.
Caldwell Pope left side. Dishes it to Gordon. To the wing right side. Murray the pass to Jokic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Clippers ball.
Here now the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. George passes to Covington. Back to George. Fires the 3. Denver grabs the miss. Deep 2 from Murray. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Covington. Launches a 3. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intent.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
21. The Clippers, 26.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, George is playing his skills today.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Powell is out there with Batum. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Mann in at the 1 spot. Another shot, and the layup by Powell. Powell's got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles. And to watch NBA offense when the ball is hopping, I think you'd agree, it is beautiful. The precision, the grace, the timing. How much of that, Doris, is just making the simple pass?
I think the best basketball is played when players think, what is the next right play? And so often, Kevin, that is simply moving the basketball. On the catch, you're in triple threat position. But as soon as you don't have anything, move it to the next guy. So I couldn't agree more.
The drive by Jackson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Ooh, that's the quick first step by Reggie Jackson. What a pretty play.
Pass to Mann. In the corner, it's Gordon. Going inside. No good that time. Some solid defense from Bryant. Braun. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice. What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
Green, no luck. Clippers leading by 7. Powell, the pass to Mann. Powell dishes to Batum. Back to Powell. Here's Mann, guarded by Jackson. Powell, no one around him. On the wing, Batum. He He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Talking about Batum, that buyout doors seem to really rejuvenate him.
It's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to L.A., and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused him. Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Here's man. Outside for Batum. Pass it to man. Here's Plumlee, and the layup is good. Plumlee's got his first bucket in this one.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's Jackson, and a missed layup.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Feeds it to Gordon. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Kicks it to Bryant. Into the lane. And Bryant slams it in.
How about that mobility from the big man? Thomas Bryant exploding.
Pass to Batum. Down low. Here's man. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy. Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
This is his first free throw of the game. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Batum with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Man can't hit. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
They get it again. Outside for Jackson. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Jackson. Braun. Denver gets it back. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They kick it out to Green. Launches it. Plumlee with the rebound. Back to Powell. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
I love the discipline shown right there by Reggie Jackson.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. They've got Bruce Brown. Ryan is out there with Green. And there's Jackson. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Wants to get it to Bryant and does. Jackson kicks to Green. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Morris passes to Leonard. Back to Morris. And here's George for 3. That one doesn't go. Now Denver takes it the other way. The pass to Green. Over Morris. And it's Green missing. Los Angeles leading by 5. George passes to Covington. Three-pointer. And it's Denver with the rebound. Bryant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Braun. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And that's about Coach Burke's defense. I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Morris dishes to Leonard from deep. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Caldwell Pope finds Porter. Pass to Gordon. Morris against Porter. Back to Gordon. To tie it up. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Jokic. A second left. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action,
Previous plays
everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard SuperLu as he talked with the team. He told him, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
The Nuggets trail by 3. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Here's Caldwell Pope. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
And there you go. A confident scorer. KCP coming up big when they need it.
Leonard against Caldwell Pope. The feed to Covington.
2 minutes remaining.
He kicks it to George.
2 minutes.
Leonard looking over the floor. Clock at 4. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Porter a screen on Zubac. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Nailed from three-point land.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
George against Murray. Covington kicks to Morris. Leonard the pass to Morris. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 2.
My goodness. Guys, you talk about embracing the moment, burying a key shot. Go ahead, Mr. Morris. We see you doing work.
Here's Jokic. Hit the putback. It's good on the putback. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points this quarter.
And in the moment of truth, KCP calling for the ball and delivering a powerful throw.
Here's Leonard. Denver grabs the miss. Deflects the pass. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Zubats against Jokic. Outside for Murray. Left side, Gordon. Here's Caldwell Pope. Count!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
George passes to Leonard. Outside, Covington. 6 to shoot. Zubats a screen on Murray. Jokic with the steal. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's his second.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. That looked all right, David. Thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
To the best kid.
Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. Kawhi Leonard out there with Paul George. And it's Covington in at the 3 spot.
That's why they call him the clock. Kawhi getting in there with those massive mitts.
Morris passes to Leonard. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Conley finds Towns. Fires the 3. Leonard pulls down the board.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. That's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Pass to Morris. And that one good.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Robert Covington.
And here's Minnesota now. 4-point game.
Well, I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
George passes to Morris. Back to George. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Now here's Edwards. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. There's the drive. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, BA, you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Back to George. Morris outside. Here's Covington. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
I mean, if height wasn't enough, Towns also has serious athleticism. There's just no easy shots when he's around.
They get it back with 2 on the clock. George left side. Shot clock at 3. And it's good on the lay-in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Edwards. To the right side. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
5 to shoot. Conley passes to Edwards. Puts it up. Nails the wide open jumper.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old school pass first mindset.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
And that's usually a solid strategy. Get the ball into Leonard's capable, large hands and let him go to work.
Pass to Towns. 1:21 left in the first. That one's good for 2.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's George. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Edwards against Morris. Towns for 3. Ooh, Morris with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Leonard for 3. controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Conley. Left side McDaniels. Back to Conley. Clock at 6. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Leonard against Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. Five ticks left to play in the first. Takes a 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers ahead. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. It's stolen by Leonard and stolen by Covington. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. Leonard can't get it to go.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Outside Covington. Morris outside. Pass to George. Now here's Covington. Leonard on the wing. Driving inside. Now shooting 50% for the game. He's 4 for 8.
Well, what makes Kawhi Leonard so effective on those kinds of drives is the kind of pace he goes at it with. He's able to decipher the defense and knows where the help is coming from, and yet he still scores.
Now here's McDaniels. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Towns. Back to Daniels. Outside Conley. Edwards against Leonard. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 3. Oh, Morris with a steal. And here they come. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often. I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Now here's George. Outside Covington. Pass to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Edwards finds Towns. Back to Edwards. To the wing, right side. And it's Towns with the power finish.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
2 minutes remaining in that.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Covington. And here's Zubac. Back to Covington. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good.
Stepping in just a little bit closer, but keeping the D honest as Covington knocks down a mid-range.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Minute 32 left in the first half. Towns for 3. He drops it from range. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Leonard can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl-Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern. Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Here's Leonard. And a nice finish on the layup. Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
You settle in and you watch the show coming from Kawhi as he's filling it up and doing it in a lot of ways.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. Inside. And so the ball out of bounds. Morris touched it last. George with a steal. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Zubac with it. George outside. Leonard finds George. Back to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Comes up empty down low. And so a close game as we wrap up the first. Thanks very much, Allie.
Let's hear it for the Jabberwockies!
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So on the floor for the Clippers, Mason Plumlee out there with Nicholas Batum. Then it's Norman Powell. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Gordon in a 2-guard.
That's what most want to see from Plumlee. Attack mode, pound the boards, have the confidence to finish off those kind of plays.
Here's Noel. Plumlee brings the double. Back to Noel. The Clippers grab the miss. Gordon outside. Out to Powell. On the wing man. Reed against Plumlee. Here's Mann. Offline with a 3. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Noel. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Out to the right wing. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's Mann. Gordon right side. Out to Powell. Here's Mann with the crossover. Misses from short range. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Powell covers. To the inside. That shot is off. Nice D from Anderson. And for Minnesota, they're shooting 56% today.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
On the wing, Alexander Walker, defended by Gordon. Here's Alexander Walker. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. They now take the lead. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Pass to Alexander Walker. A minute and a half left in the third quarter. Anderson with it, guarded by Batum. Here's Alexander Walker. No good with the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Batum, pass to Plumlee. Slam, dunk by Plumlee.
Well, such a big body, Plumlee does possess explosive verticality, and then, of course, a power finish.
Here's Noel. Left side Anderson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Brent for 3. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
The Clippers in the lead. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Mann. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
In a tight game.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
On the wing man. Back to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Over Gobert. A nice shot by Zubac. Zubac has got his first points in this one.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Clippers on top, up 5. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. George passes to Zubac. Outside Covington. Over McDaniels. That one off the back iron and out.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, BA, and there's a chance to extend that right here.
George outside. Here's Morris. Kicks it to George. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. It's tipped. Well, the Timberwolves shooting 55% for the game so far. Out on his own on the break. And the jam by George.
Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
Outside Edwards. Down low. He got a piece of it. Leonard outside. Boy, that foul looks intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Morris. Back to Leonard. Morris on the wing. Leonard with the ball. Guarded by Edwards. Clock at 6. George, no good. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. The coach is going to be on him about that one.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Attention fans, it's time to fire off some t-shirts.
Timberwolves making a change here. Prince is checked in and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He's not happy with the flow and the tempo. They've been vulnerable along the perimeter. He feels they've done a good job preventing points in the paint, but that's just not enough at this stage of the game.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Yep, count it.
Like Kawhi, and he knows when to be forceful, just using his muscle on the inside to get to his shot.
And here's Minnesota now. They trail by 7. To the left side wing. Here's Prince. Sends it home from three-point land. Prince has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Edwards against George. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Edwards against George. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Pass to Prince. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Now Leonard in transition. Here come the Clippers. And the jam by Covington.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. Leonard outside. Morris on the wing. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. And he gets it to go. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Prince. Going inside. Banked it in off the glass.
How about the clutch gene showing up in Taurean Prince? What a shot.
The Clippers have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Pass to George. 50 seconds left to play in the fourth. Leonard for 3. The putback. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Picked by Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. To the left wing. Here's Prince. And a miss there on the triple. McDaniels against Covington. And he commits the intentional foul.
McDaniels. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Got a piece of it. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. 8 seconds left in the game.
Anthony Edwards. First personal foul. Third team foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're losing by 8. 7 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
The First Avenue Breakers. Give it up.
Here's Prince.
For your First Avenue Breakers.
Another miss by Minnesota.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Maybe they can find a way to establish.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do.
To the best
His home crowd. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Murray and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. And it's Porter at the 3, the small forward. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Hey, Clark, one stat where Jokic is consistently dominant, of course, is rebound.
Well, he does everything well, but you're right. Season after season, game after game, Kevin, he is eating that glass. He stays near the top of that particular statistic. And he knows games are won and lost on the boards, and he wants to be able to contribute in that way, but he is a brilliant player, not just a rebounder.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points on the ballgame. McDaniels in the post, guarded by Porter. Just 5 to shoot. And Gobert kicks to Towns. Lets the 3 fly. With 1 on the clock. And finished off by Gobert.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Murray the pass to Gordon. Back to Murray. He takes it in, and it's Murray with the jam.
I think when you're guarding Murray, you're always worried about his jump shot, but he's also deadly off the bounce, so pick your poison.
Edwards looking it over. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Conley against Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And you know finishes like this get Murray pumped up. He's a big-time dunker off the drive now. He'll sneak punch you if you're not careful.
Now here is Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Conley against Murray. Conley's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding.
And it's Jokic missing. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Left side, Towns. Denver grabs the miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Porter. And Porter putting it right back in.
Always good to see the young fella Porter Jr. outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch, One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And here is Murray after the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Towns against Gordon. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Edwards. The pass to McDaniels. Gordon against Towns. Back to McDaniel. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here from outside the arc. Another miss by Towns. Denver in the lead. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. It's Porter outside. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And Denver has possession. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
1 second left. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 1.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Out on the perimeter, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. And it's Murray in at the 1.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
Porter dishes to Murray. Let's go. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Murray's got 8.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide-open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. And from second rounder to MVP Greg, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing that Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
Outside Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
To the inside. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Edwards.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Murray outside. Inside, stolen by Conley. Towns down low. He's against Gordon. Back to Towns. Spins. Lock at 6. Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's McDaniels. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. McDaniels got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves. Murray against Conley. Murray outside. Stolen by Michael Conley. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And his Going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless? It's a foul there. I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Edwards, that's good. And now a 3-point Minnesota lead. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Shakes him. And Edwards with the stop.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got his first points in this one.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Murray against Conley. Towns finds Edwards. 6 on the shot clock, and the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
From deep, Jokic. Another miss by Jokic. Timberwolves leading by 3. Edwards kicks to Towns. Porter with the steal. Caldwell Pope outside. Shot on the wing. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Murray against Conley. Outside Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, how about the Nuggets? This score has really delivered.
Yeah, I like the young nucleus there, Kevin, led by the Joker, Nikola Jokic. I mean, one of the best in the West. I think they built a perennial contender, definitely back on the map and in the thick of things. Got to get Porter Jr. and Murray healthy.
They go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Denver.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke, but what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Now, here's McDaniels, guarded by Porter. Here's Edwards. The shot, no good. Anthony Edwards has been leading the right, Dave. Thank you. And
19. The Nuggets. 14.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Reed is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Torian Prince. And it's Noel in a point guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's Noel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
So this Denver team used to run a lot, but over the last few seasons, they've significantly slowed down their pace.
And the Nuggets are playing slower, more half-court basketball. Why?
Well, I think it suits the game of multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. I mean, the Joker is a maestro in the post and on the perimeter as a passer and scorer. So he dissects opposing defenses from anywhere on the court, and the staff has adjusted how they play to fit Joker's skill set. That's a smart move.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
A steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Green dishes to Jackson. Braun. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Noel passes to Anderson. Anderson a screen on Brown. 5 to shoot. Prince wide open. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Noel passes to Anderson. Second chance effort. Chalk up 2 there. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Jackson from long range. No good that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Prince against Jackson. Now here's Prince. Not a lot of room. The 3. A shot by Alexander Walker. No good. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Blank. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough.
The previous play is under
The
review.
wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double checking, and the game continues on.
Give it up for your Timberwolves dancers.
That free throw, no good. I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
Prince outside. Pass to Reed. 6 to shoot. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Nuggets trail by 8. Braun. The Nuggets with another miss. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. To the middle. Here's Reed. Good work defensively by Bryant. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Nuggets. Out to the wing. And the wide open shot from Green. His 3-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 8. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Jackson comes over with the double. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3 ball. Reeves got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Brown drives in. And Bryant kicks to Brown. Over Prince. And it's Brown missing. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Reed the pass to Anderson. So the wing on the left. 40 seconds left to play here in the third. Shots good by Noel.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Passes it to Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Prince. And another three for Minnesota.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And again, Denver, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
No good there. And so it's Minnesota in command with a 16-point lead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Denver. Green is out there with Bryant. And there's Jackson. Then there's Brown. Here's Edwards. Rebound by Jeff Green.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Deft touch on the alley-oop. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
On the wing, Bryant. To the inside. It's stolen by Edwards. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. This one for three. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his fourth assist in this one. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Minnesota?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
And it's Towns penetrating. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
You know, there's very little the defense can do to slow Towns down when he has momentum like that on the drive.
It's stolen by Edwards. Oh, here comes Conley all alone.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Brown outside. They need this. Drives to the hoop. He takes it up and lays it in.
Check out the vision from Jackson. Doesn't have to make the flashy play, just wants to make the right play.
For three, Edwards. Rebound by the Nuggets. Bryant's got his fifth rebound in this one. And now they decide to foul intentional. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. On its way from Caldwell Pope for two. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his seventh rebound of the game with that last one. Inside. Now the feed to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And here's Edwards from the arc. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And it's in there.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
From deep, Jokic. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Edwards.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Gordon kicks to Jokic. Back to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Driving in, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
That's a 2 from Town. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Gordon finds Porter. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
few times. Both rosters filled with veterans.
No surprises tonight, BA. These guys have faced off on various teams so many times, they know all of their opponent's tricks.
And so let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr., they're the 2 and the 3. Gordon is the 4 with the Joker in the middle. And it's Murray in at point. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Out to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, everyone knows Gordon is a gifted dunker. I mean, guess the defense just needed a little reminder.
Leonard's got room, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Porter a screen. Jokic with it, guarded by Covington. And Jokic throws it down.
You can tell Jokic has a good sense for the floor, using the pick and roll to get free for a shot. And in 2022, more history made by Nikola Jokic.
I saw it. Wow. And he saw it. Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Murray, a screen on Leonard. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hard to slow the intensity of Jokic's drive. He goes in full force and is fouled in the act.
And Jokic drops them both.
And guys, over the last several years, Denver's been top 10 in offensive rating. Now, they played a slower pace, but made the most of their possessions.
George passes to Leonard. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. And the basket by Plumlee.
We'll have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Jokic in the post. He's checked by Plumlee. Gordon, the pass to Porter. Inside. They kick it out to Murray. Clock at 4. Launches a 3. Caldwell Pope shot is off. Boy, this Denver team, great offensively over the last couple of seasons. How so?
The BA, they executed the half courts. That's pretty simple. I mean, so difficult to do against NBA defenses. Now, normally they have multiple ball handlers on the floor, guys who can make quick decisions.
Jokic passes to Gordon. Back to Jokic. To the paint. Outside Porter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Over Leonard. And that one's long. The Clippers in the lead. To the middle. Here's George. And George with the jam.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Now here's Gordon. Over to the left wing. Here's Murray. Jokic. It's good on the putback.
You got to box out the big man, Jokic. When you don't, he makes you pay.
Leonard outside. Pass to Covington. Back to Leonard. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here. And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Murray passes to Jokic. Gordon on the wing. 11-footer. They kick it out to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Pass to Leonard. There's 45 seconds left in the opening quarter. Plumlee. Rebound by the Nuggets. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Here's Murray. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
Terrific up-tempo play by Murray. Gets the ball, and moments later, he has a shot up.
Here's George. The kick out to Morris. Pass to Covington. Good work defensively by Gordon.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Jokic finds Murray. Right side Porter. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Clippers ahead. Up by 1. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Marcus Morris out there with Mason Plumlee. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Leonard in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Get fired up and make it loud for your Clippers Breakers.
Here's Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get one up. And that misses. That would have put him up.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
The Nuggets trail. On the wing, Porter. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Murray passes to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, an explosive finisher. Gordon is also skilled at staying in control and finishing through contact.
Pass to Morris. Leonard outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
George against Murray. Here's Leonard. Here's the 3. Porter pulls it in. Denver in the lead. Gordon on the wing. Back to Jokic. Outside Porter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Outside Porter. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
George against Murray. George, good. George has got 6.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Outside Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. So much NBA talent like Jamal Murray out of Canada, specifically the province of Ontario.
Yeah, very true. And I think that's because guys like Murray, born in the late 90s, they grew up with the NBA in Toronto. And Jamal and others have been inspired by the Raptors. Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied. Leonard passes to Morris. Three-pointer, no good. And stolen by Leonard. To the inside. The kick out to Morris. Pass to Leonard. 1:41 left in the first half of basketball. Good work defensively by Gordon. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync. They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Here's Leonard. Soft touch off the glass. He has 7.
Boy, in the paint, Kawhi tearing right through the D. Just pushing his way to a shot.
Plumlee against Jokic. Porter the pass to Murray. Gordon outside. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. They grab their own miss.
We're seeing how Jokic can take over a game on a good night. He gets more and more efficient every season.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And the basket by Leonard.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
For Denver, they've gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Murray passes to Jokic. Throws it down! And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls and
The previous play
smart
is
to
under
adopt
review.
this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the ref.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
The Clippers trail. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now here's Leonard. The D's right on him. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries. The Nuggets have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Jokic passes to Gordon. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It goes on Mason Plumlee. Gordon, no good on the free throw.
And talking about Gordon, just a freak athlete and ferocious dunker, a valuable role player on this team.
Morris for 3. And that's not going to go. It's been all of...
With the score, your Clippers, 22. The Nuggets, 29.
You could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 from Michael Malone. Thomas Bryant out there with Green. Then it's Bruce Brown. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
And it's hammered home by Green.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State. Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
And for Mann, proving he belongs earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
And B.A., I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
At the line for your Clippers.
Both free throws good from Gordon.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
Pass to Green. Clock is at 3. Fires from the corner. Bryant, no good. And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008 grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
Here's Mann. Count it. Good.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
The Nuggets have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Jackson, the pass to Green. Back to Jackson. It's stolen away. Powell right side. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Denver in the lead. Here's Bryant. And the layup falls.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Here's Mann. Batum outside. Up top, Gordon. Fires the 3. And the three-pointer goes. Gordon's got 7 now in this quarter.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
2 minutes remaining in the
outside for Green.
2 minutes.
To the paint. Oh, swiped away. In transition, here come the Clippers. Batum with it. Green picks him up. Batum gets the bucket.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Jackson outside. Up top, Bryant. Back to Jackson. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Jackson. Rebound by the Clippers.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Morris, he's checked in for Batum. Covington comes in for Powell. Leonard's checked in for Gordon. And it's Paul George in for Mann. Leonard can't get it to go.
Foul Clippers. Kawhi Leonard. First personal foul.
No question, Nikola Jokic is everything a modern big should be. He's a versatile player who can both start and finish offensive plays for his team.
Murray passes to Jokic. Crafty move. Good D by Covington. The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Now here's Zubac. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And that's an intentional foul. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
No good on the second free throw.
Unfortunate that he missed one, but he still hit a crucial point there to help get his team the lead.
Murray. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
Out to Leonard. Back to George. It's good. George has got 8. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Outside Porter. And here's Jokic. Murray from outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. It's still anybody's game. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. Paul George out there with Kawhi Leonard, and it's Covington in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Gordon can't hit. The Clippers in the lead. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Tries a spin move. Jokic passes to Gordon. Left side Murray. Back to Gordon. 3-pointer. On the wing, Porter. Over Covington. Porter's shot is off. Los Angeles shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. A nice shot by Morris.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Here's Jokic. Back to Caldwell Pope. And again, Denver no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
And they pick up 2.
And I don't think we've really seen many 7-footers who can pass like Jokic. So calm and easy with the ball that almost always makes the right decision.
Morris finds Leonard. Takes the 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And the dunk by Jokic.
The combo guard, Murray, capable of hurting you with his scoring as well as with his passing.
George passes to Morris. Back to George. Fires from deep. The shot, no good.
Foul against the Nuggets. Contagious Caldwell Pope. First personal foul.
The Clippers have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Here's Leonard. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Nikola Jokic. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Clippers.
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
What an effort from Kawhi so far on offense. He's working hard and finding plenty of shots.
Inside from 9 feet. No good off the glass.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
The fadeaway. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. George outside. This one for 3. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Clippers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kawhi Leonard.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Outside Covington. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Murray passes to Gordon. Goes up from the top of the key. And misses it off the right side of the rim. So the Clippers win it. A clean win, and one where they kicked Valley. Thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
53. To the best to the
matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. And George kicks to Morris. To the paint, here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
You know what time it is. All right, let's welcome to the
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Once again, let's hear it for your
So it's Minnesota now. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with SuperLu for just a minute. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Out to Edwards. 5 on the clock. There's the three. Cans it from downtown.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
The pass to Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And that one goes long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter. What we know about Taurean Prince is he's a terrific competitor who knows he's going to lay it all out on the floor every night. For coaches, that is such an invaluable trait.
Now here's Towns. Covington with the steal. Leonard attacking. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Kawhi Leonard's so calm, mixes speeds, understands when and where to drive the basketball.
Pass to McDaniels. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Gobert with the block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
The Timberwolves shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Timberwolves leading by 6.
2 minutes from
pass to McDaniels. Prince outside. Pass to Towns. With the drive, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Here's George. Gobert with the block. They get it back. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And it's Prince penetrating. Right wing. Now here's McDaniel. Defended by Covington. Driving the lane. A shot by McDaniels. No good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Back to Morris. Puts the move on. Not going to go that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Edwards looking it over. Tries the spin move. Jones down low. Covered by Morris. Prince wide open. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now, here is Morris. No points in the game yet for him. Leonard finds Morris. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. No good from Zubac. And there's the pass to Towns. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by George. And here's Leonard from three. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers youth dance team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
You've also got to love the way they've been crashing the offensive glass. Multiple opportunities, not giving up on possessions. Beautiful.
Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Paul George is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Covington in at the 3 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Towns, no luck. Clippers trail by 7. Down low, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, we've always known Paul George can be a high flyer. Woo-hoo, that was nicely done.
Edwards against George. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Outside Leonard. Of course, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 5. He kicks it to McDaniels. Prince outside. Towns up top. The high post shot misses off the left iron. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Gobert against Leonard. Edwards passes to Gobert. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
George with the bucket.
Well, that's about strength from Paul George. You touch the paint, he will finish.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Covington down low. Guarded by Prince. Stolen by McDaniels. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Edwards leading the charge.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
Clock at 6. It's tipped. It's stolen by Morris. to Zubats. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Leonard. From past the arc. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
Now, here's George. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. And it's off the back rim, no good. Minnesota leading by 5. Outside Edwards. Leonard against Towns. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the dunk by Covington.
But you can see Covington's speed and transition opportunities. That was a nice job getting out in front.
Edwards against George. Edwards drives in and finished off by Edwards.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Gobert dishes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Towns with the steal. Got it off in time. The shot, no good. And so we conclude the first half. Timberwolves lead. Thank you, David. And we'll
the Timberwolves, 23.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Austin Rivers is out there with Anderson. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the point. Doors with an opportunity knocked in the 2021 playoffs. Terrence Mann was ready to go.
He was, Kevin, and that's not the first time this has happened where an injured teammate meant the team looked to him a little bit more, and he did not waste his opportunity. He scored with a ton of enthusiasm, has a very impressive motor.
Here's Mann following the 3 by Minnesota. Fader on the way. Outside for Batum. It's good. Batum's got his first points of the game.
Touch right around the rim by Nick Batum. Go ahead, score inside. Nick, show him what you got.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Rivers against Powell. Passes to Noel. 4 on the clock. Fires from 14. No good. Shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Powell. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11 points. Alexander Walker passes to Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Gordon. Anderson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Noel. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
First personal foul.
On the free throw, no good. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in at half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Here's Batum after the basket by Minnesota. No good with the triple. Here's Noel. He has 5. And the pass to Reed. Here's Noel. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Rivers passes to Alexander Walker. Here he goes, and the layup falls. Alexander Walker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Kicks to Anderson. Pass to Noel. Shot clock at 6. Batum with the steal. From deep three-point range, and again, no good by the Clippers. Minnesota leading by 17. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Stolen by Rivers. Here's Alexander Walker. 5 points in the game. Sinks the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now here's Rivers. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Passes it to Noel. A 3-ball. Plumlee with the rebound. Pass to Man. To stop the drought. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Gordon. Batum is out there with Powell. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Man in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Timberwolves leading by 20. Gobert banked in off the glass.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
Clippers shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. There's the pass to Man. Puts up a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. McDaniels finds Conley. Back to McDaniels. For the 3. Towns wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Towns has gone 3 of 9 shooting. Plumlee the pass to Gordon. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Edwards kicks to Conley. Back to Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Gordon against Edwards. And it's Gordon missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Towns with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. The three, Gobert trying to get open. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Lets it go with a three. Man can't hit.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from three is not the answer.
Here's Edwards driving to the basket and finished off by Edwards.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards on that drive. Look out.
Here's Mann. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Gordon. Buries the long-range jumper.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Here's Gordon. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Inside, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish, my goodness, the Stifle Tower with the score.
Outside, Batum. From the arc. Los Angeles with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. No one near Conley as he lets it go, and they recover it. Here's Edwards. He can't get that one, so the Clippers will take it the other way. Now here's Powell. And again, no good by the Clippers. Conley surveying the D. Outside Edwards. For three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Powell for three. And again, it's the Clippers missing. McDaniels with the ball. And here is Conley. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.